Welcome in, Panther fans. I'm Dylan Akins alongside Kyle Mason. We are going to be your pregame show host for tonight's Elder varsity baseball matchup. Kyle, what are you really excited for tonight?
I'm excited to see how our Panthers are able to start out this season. This team is new, so their chemistry is still going to get built. This is their third game of the season, and right now they're 1-1.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure they are 1-1. So the Panthers are starting off to a 500 start. We'll see if the errors that they'll make. So far, the Panthers have already made 4 errors this season, which is something you don't really want to see. You don't want to see these errors already starting to happen early on in the season, but it's better to learn from mistakes early on, so as the season goes on, you can perform better and win more games.
Yeah, you don't like seeing 4 errors in 2 games. That's definitely not a good statistic, or at least one in your favor. But I'll talk about the Elder first 2 games of the season more in depth now. Their second game of the year, they won 2-1, and Jared Lammers had a game-winning hit in the bottom of the 7th inning. That was a great game. That was really a thriller. And then going back to March 28th, their first game of the year against Centerville, it was a 3-4 loss, so it was close throughout. And Elder did have a chance as they were playing at the top of the innings. They had a chance to win in the 7th, but they didn't. So the bottom of the 7th inning was not played. Centerville won 4-3. They had 3 different pitchers playing: Andriaco, Smith, and Roll. They all played well. I think everyone out there in their first game played well. It's just a factor of their chemistry not being back per se after not playing a sanctioned game since last season. Yeah. That's something you're going to get in opening day games. And Kyle, do you want to talk about some CHCA, their recent games now?
Yeah, just a little bit more about Elder. Jared Lammers hit that game-winning hit in the bottom of the 7th inning. Very good, very great hit, very clutch. It's good to see that out of him early on in the season, and it'll only go up from there from his hitting performance. Anyways, going over to CHCA, senior Dave Pipser delivered a dominant performance yesterday night, recording 13 strikeout no-hitter over 5 innings to lead the Eagles to a 19-0 victory over Reading. That overall is a dominant performance. Winning 19-0 with a no-hitter, the Panthers do not want to see that at all, because if they have those sorts of problems in the game, then it's going to be hard for them to win. And the Eagles improved to a 2-0 record. The Eagles beat Ulster for their season opener 5-4, and senior Paxton Ani drove in the game-winning run with a walk-off single. And Zach Durham was credited with the win on the mound. So he must have had a great performance for that game.
Yeah, Elder really does not want to see a future college pitcher who just pitched a 19-0 shutout in their last game. They really don't want to see that player out there. Not just that name on that jersey, but that specific guy. The one he can keep his team in the driver's seat for that long of an entire game. That is scary.
Yeah, mentioning that he's recruited, we need to have some good hitting, and so far hitting hasn't been too bad. Dylan Woolweber has a 1.0 batting average. He had 3 hits last game with a run and an RBI. And Jared Lammers had 4 at-bats with 2 hits, and Mason Chumley had 4 at-bats with 1 hit and a run. And Woolweber leads the team in hits so far, and Ryan Smith pitched 4 innings for the Panthers, and he has 3 strikeouts. And Brady Andriaco also pitched for the Panthers, but he only pitched about 1 inning, but he did get 1 strikeout. And Charlie Schroeder got 6 outs in the field with 0 errors, which is what you want to see. He made 6 plays, he got 6 of the outs, and he made 0 errors. We need to see that from all the Panthers. If we want the Panthers to win this game, there needs to be no errors happening.
Yeah, those stats are really great for the Panthers. That's what you want to see. You want to see your star players, your veterans, your big guys out there playing their best ball early on in the season, because you know those guys are going to have the most chemistry on the team and the most chance to succeed. They definitely have the biggest upside and the highest floor as well. And something that you mentioned, their hitting has been pretty good this season. Their first game against Centerville, they had 8 hits and 3 runs scored. Second game, a similar amount of hits and only 2 runs scored. But now we're going to move over to some keys to the game today for Elder. What do you think those big keys are for Elder going up against Centerville and that insane kicker we talked about and an undefeated team?
Yeah, since this team is undefeated, they're going to be hot. They're not going to be slowing down at all. They're not going to want to lose this game. They're going to want to keep this winning record. And what they're going to want to beat the Panthers. Obviously, Elder, just as the name, it's going to be intimidating. They know that it's not going to be an easy game. But what the Panthers need to do to win this game is they need to hit that ball. This pitcher, we know he's going to have an outstanding performance. No hitter. He had what? He had 13 strikeouts. That is insane. For one of the first games of the season, you're starting the season out that strong with 13 strikeouts. So if the Panthers want to have any chance of winning this game, that ball needs to be hit. And also these errors also cannot be happening. Our players are playing good so far with the hitting, but if these errors in the field keep on happening, then CHCA is just going to run up that scoreboard.
Yeah, absolutely. You talk about him with that 19-0 win, 13 strikeouts, shutout. I'm going to talk about some opponent keys to games now in a second, but I want to talk about this. I really think that if Elder just looks at those stats, that's going to hurt them. Because baseball isn't all about the stats. That's why Moneyball is the #1 technique in the MLB right now. It's not all about the stats. You can't just look at a bunch of numbers. It's about consistency. It's about hard work. It's about what you can do when you're down to put yourself back into the game in situations like that. But I think if you're CHCA and you go out there, you get a lead in the first inning, say 5-0, their key to the game is going to be able to make sure Elder cannot come back from that. They have to keep themselves in the driver's seat. If they even get a 1-run lead, that is going to be detrimental to CHCA today. They have to be able to keep a lead if they can get it. Because we know Leaf Panthers are a feisty team, they're a strong team. They're going to be able to play from behind. And CHCA, their best opportunity is to stop like you made now. So Kyle, one last thing we'll talk about on here. What are your game predictions for today?
I think that I think CHCA is going to have another fantastic pitching performance. And I think the Panthers might struggle a little bit with the hits, but I think overall the Panthers will have a great fielding performance with only maybe 1 or 2 errors. I think the Panthers do have a good chance of coming out on top. But if CHCA does great on the hitting as well and the Panthers can't keep up, then CHCA definitely does have a great chance of winning.
Yeah, I really do think that CHCA does have a good chance because honestly, as much as I talk about Elder has to be able to play strong, just outplay CHCA and not just look at the stats. I mean, looking at these stats, how can you not see how good of a pitcher he is? So I do think game predictions, it's going to be a good pitching outing from CHCA. I do think the Panthers are going to put up more of a fight than CHCA's last opponent. I think they'll get a couple hits. I think they'll get a run or 2 in there. But something that's going to be detrimental, they're going to have to play good defense out of the field because even though they are a great team, they're not going to be able to score a ton of runs. Okay, they're not going to be able to go out there and get a 10-run game out there. They're going to have to play great fielding ball, but the defense. They've only allowed 5 runs on the season, which is solid numbers. That's what you like to see. So game predictions, I think final score is going to be a 3-2 Elder victory. That's going to be my prediction, mocking it.
Yeah, that's a realistic score, 3-2. Those normally are numbers you see. I mean, the CHCA did win that other game 19-0, which is normally odd for baseball. But again, with that type of pitching performance, I mean, you could almost expect that. And that's something that we don't want to happen to the Panthers. And something I do want to note before we close off this show is that our Elder plays St. X tomorrow. This is a GCL game. It's going to be the first GCL game of the season. They need to be ready. So this game, they need to figure out all their errors, get this chemistry together, and really build their team up so they're able to beat this Dominic St. X team because they know it's not going to be an easy game. It will not be an easy game for the Panthers. So they need to learn from their errors, continue to do good with the hitting.
Welcome in to the Panther Athletic Complex, and nobody does opening day like Cincinnati, and that does not just count for the Reds, baby. It counts for the Elder Panthers as well, and it's opening day, or home opening day at least, here at Jack Adams Stadium. I'm Troy Parker alongside Eric Mason. This should be a fun one, Eric.
Yeah, I'm super excited. Finally, warm weather is here, 82 degrees just about, and baseball season's finally back. We got the scrimmages from the previous games here at home. The Panthers, they did pretty well during the scrimmages. Had to tie up some loose ends, but they had their season opener against who was that one against?
Centerville.
Centerville. Yeah. Yes. They lost to Centerville 4-3. It was a game that the Panthers really should have won. Ryan Smith pitched a phenomenal game. Very good strike percentage, about 62 and 45, and didn't let up any earned runs for 4 innings. And it was really just the Panthers, their offense kind of let them down. They did score 3 runs, but however, they left a number of guys on base. And that was something that we saw from the previous year. It's something Coach Thompson really wanted to harp on over the offseason, but they left a total of 5 or more guys in scoring position throughout the duration of the game, and it really came back to bite them towards the end as errors kind of started to roll in. 2 from Jared Lammers, 1 from Dylan Wollenweber. And so with those errors combined with the runs left in scoring position, he came out with the Panthers' loss. The Panthers did very well. Pitching was amazing. They threw a ton of strikes. The only caveat with that is Brady Andriaca, when he came in relief, he left a ball right down the middle, 0-2 count, ended up leading to a triple and a 2-run RBI. So the Panthers need to cut down on those free 0-2 counts when they're leaving the balls right down the middle. Keep getting your spots and bring guys in when they're in scoring position.
Yeah, it's a tough loss, but Centerville's definitely a very strong team. They kind of always are. And we're getting ready to go here against CHCA as the first pitch, high and outside.
Yeah, and fun fact, that's the 4th year in a row Elders lost to Centerville to start off the season. For some reason, they just can't get past that first game.
That one misses as well, 2-0 count for Charlie Schroeder on the bump today. That one catches the outside corner, 2-1.
Yeah, Charlie's a very crafty left-handed pitcher. He's also, he can throw for the right hand as well, but he's more strong suit from the left side.
That one fouled up. Is it going to stay in play? It will. And it's caught for the first out by Tucker Veldhaus.
Yep, Charlie Schroeder, always good at pitching to contact. He does have a very good curveball, able to get some swing and misses on that. But what he should really focus on is getting balls in the strike zone, staying consistent throughout this game. You're not going to punch everybody out. Ryan Smith did just fine in the previous game, only had 3 strikeouts. So it just shows consistency works.
I want to find the zone, 0-1.
Yeah, for Charlie, he really just needs to settle in. Coming off of a long basketball season, his body can be a little achy. Did have a few weeks of rest, but see what he can lock in here.
I want to miss up high, 1-1 with 1 out.
Establishing that off-speed early is a key factor for a starting pitcher. If they can show the hitter that they're able to go on different speeds, it's crucial. But along with that, if you show that you're confident in more than just your fastball, even if you're confident in 3 different pitches, it shows variety in your arsenal.
That one got him for strike 2, 2-2 count.
Swing right through that fastball. You wonder what he's going to come back with next.
2-2 count, 1 out. The pitch. Did he go? They say no. Full count. The payoff pitch. Turned on, but foul. Staying alive in this 3-2 count.
Yeah, way ahead of it there. You wonder if he is confident enough to throw that changeup in there. It's It's a tough pitch to throw in the 3-2 count because sometimes guys don't have enough control on it, but it'll be a good pitch for this situation.
Now it misses inside and high to walk him.
Now batting, first baseman, number 13, Jace Pitzer.
Yeah, here comes a 3-hole Jace Pitzer. He is a threat to watch out for. He's committed to Walsh University. That's a D2 college. Very outstanding hitter and pitcher. He threw a no-hitter last game against Reading, and finishing that one off 19-0.
I want to find the zone right down the middle. Yeah, it was a blowout game for CHCA. It was Reading, correct? Yeah, it was a great game for them, and good way to start off their season. They're 2-0. Oh,
Yeah.
what? Schroeder staring down first. Lefty pitcher, the pitch. Swung on and fouled.
Yeah, I mean, Pitzer, a very outstanding pitcher, but he's also just as good as a hitter. He currently has a career average of .319, and that's since his sophomore year. So he's a senior now. Since his sophomore year, he's been batting .319, and last year he was second in RBIs in the Miami Valley Conference with 30.
That one swung on and missed. Foul tip caught for strike 3.
Very good job by Schroeder, coming off of a walk, pounding the zone, not afraid, and he gets that beautiful swing and miss right there. All right, it looks like it was a foul tip.
Fresh count now. Pitching to Ryan Bass, the 4-hole hitter. Kick steals. Swung on and missed 0-1.
Yeah, Bass also has a career average of .379. You understand why he's in the 4-hole.
Yeah, definitely. 0-1 count, runner on first with 2 outs. Pitch from Schroeder. Swung on, straight to second. Deals it over to second base. And out number 3. The Panthers have a great inning and allow 1 man on base on a walk. We'll head to a quick break. Next up, Panthers up to bat. So as the Panthers get ready to go up to bat, we'll take a quick look at their starting lineup for today by head coach Mark Thompson. So in the 1-hole, Mason Chumley, the center fielder, then Jack Rosenacker in the 2. Shortstop, Jared Lammers, second base. Carson Smith at catcher, Dylan Woolenweber. And the DH spot, Brian Smith, the right fielder in the 6th. Tucker Veldhaus in the 7th, first baseman. Roger Waddell, third baseman, in the 8th spot. Then Bradley Kammer with a Charlie Schroeder starting on the bump. And here is Mason Chumley.
Yeah, Chumley's a phenomenal hitter. Wouldn't be surprised to see a drag bunt to start it off. He's a very fast guy. We saw him on the football field playing safety, so.
I want to find the zone 0-1.
Yeah, it's just about taking smart pitches. Chumley, very good at getting the bat on the ball. It's just about taking the right pitch to swing at.
0-1 count. Kick steals. I want to find the outside 0-2. Seems like the umpire's got a wide zone today.
Yeah, for sure. You don't have ABS for high school, that's for sure.
The 0-2 pitch. That one into the backstop and a ball.
Yeah, Gus Daniels is on the bump for the Eagles. Daniels is a very talented pitcher. We were talking about Pitzer when he was up to the bat, but Daniels, he's going D1 at Bellarmine University.
The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, dropped third strike, and they got him on the tag.
Blue says it got him, but it seemed like he missed the tag. I don't know
It was
about
a close
you.
call, and that's definitely a tough call for him to make when he's behind the play. It's hard to see the tag, but the call will stand. Rosenacker now up.
Yeah, Rosenacker is 1 for 3 against Centerville with a double.
That one straight back up the middle on the first pitch. Rosenacker on first.
Jack continues the consistency. He can hit the ball hard, but he hits that one just perfectly right up the middle for a nice dribbler. Squares it up right over the mound, just far enough that Will Hutchin cannot reach it.
So now Jared Lammers, the 3-hole hitter, takes the pitch, swung on and fouled.
Yeah, Lammers was 2 for 4 last game with also a double, as well, an RBI.
0-1 count with 1 out. Right back over to first. Chumley back in time. Or excuse me, Rosenacker.
Yeah, Gus Daniels on the bump. Not sure if you can quite tell from the broadcast, but he stands at about 6'6". He is a gunslinger from the right-hand side, and he uses his size advantage well.
0-1 pitch. This is inside. 1-1 with 1 out. Rosenacker on first.
Yeah, and with that size, you got that powerful fastball, but he's also got that powerful curveball too. Ton of movement, not just movement, it's late and fast movement. Because guys who can throw the ball hard, they get even sharper movement on their curveballs.
That one will miss just barely. 2-1.
And this is a perfect guy to open up your season with, or I should say open up your home opener with, because you got St. X tomorrow, and they're going to have a gunslinger as well. So you got to get used to that fast-paced pitching and those different changes of speeds.
That one hit him. And Lammers will march over to first with maybe a bruise.
Yeah, it's not cold outside anymore, so it won't sting quite as much, but he definitely will feel it in the morning.
Now batting, the catcher, number 20, Carson Smith.
Now Carson Smith up to bat. It's been a good first inning so far. Chumley the only out. 2 men on base.
Yeah, Smith was 1 for 2 against Centerville.
Now one misses outside. 1-0.
Yeah, Smith was also 15th in the GCL for batting average with 306, and also had an on-base percentage of 413 with 13 RBIs, which that was 8th in the GCL.
Pitch. Now misses high. 2-0.
Smith has got a ton of power, but all he has to really do here is just hit it to that right center gap, allow Rosenacker to get around the bases fast enough, because he is quick, and Lammers I can see him going from first to home if it's hit well enough.
That one sent straight up. Can't advance on that one. And out.
Yeah, not something you would love to see over there in the coach's box with Coach Thompson occupying it. perfect opportunity, guy in scoring position with only 1 out. If you get that base hit, all you need is a sac fly to score that run. So not so much a missed opportunity, just makes it a little bit harder for Wollenweber to get an RBI himself.
The pitch. This is down low, 1-0.
So Wollenweber's been hitting very well so far this year, and also in the scrimmages too. They don't keep tracks of the stats for the scrimmages, but I heard from some of the players on the team that he was very consistent in the batter's box.
Daniel steps off the back, looks back at second. Nobody there to cover for it.
Yeah, and against Centerville, he was 3 for 3 from that left-handed side, with also an RBI.
That one swung on, missed by Wollenweber. 1-1. Pitch. Swung on, back up the middle. Rosenacker rounds third, heads for home, and he's in time, and the Panthers are on the board.
Jack Rosenacker lightning wheels Dylan Wollenweber just enough to get it through the infield. Great job, gets another RBI for his stat line.
Number 6, Ryan Smith.
And this has all the makings of being a big inning. If you can get a 2-out rally going here, you got 2 runners on base still.
Yeah, Dylan's at-bat was elder baseball at its finest. Don't get the big hit, just get the hit that gets the job done.
That one misses 1-0.
It looks like CHCA has some sort of pitch signaling system, I guess you could call it. It's not quite pitch comm, I don't think. It's on Daniel's wrist there.
That one misses high and outside. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's on his glove side wrist. It's got a black wristband there. You can't quite see it now because Lammer's in the way. But he's got a black wristband. I wonder how that operates.
Back to second. And an error, but he's got to stay there. Didn't get too far away from him. So Lammer stays put.
Yeah, it's a great job by Ryan Bassby backing up that throw, because with that spin move of a pickoff like that, you know, it can get wild, and sometimes Herring can't quite get to it. It seems like he's not the tallest guy on the team, so even with athleticism, it's hard to get to those.
The pitch. That one caught the outside corner. 2-1.
Daniels doing a great job of painting those corners. You know, guys, they're getting just little hits off of him, not big old hits, because he's not leaving balls right down the middle. It's just little nicks here and there that are just getting the job done for the Panthers.
That one's fouled back at the protective netting. And you got the crazy 2s. 2 balls, 2 outs, and 2 outs. 2 strikes, excuse me.
Yeah, but teams like Elder can be some of the most frustrating teams to pitch to, because they're not the ones going for those big hits and those big swing and misses to follow, because they're just getting little at-bats, little base hits here and there, and sometimes they'll hit your best pitch.
And one swung on, dropped third strike. Catcher will chase him down for the 3rd out. But in a great inning to start us off here in the bottom of the 1st, the Panthers lead 1-0. We'll take a quick break live on EH Sports. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to the Panthers Athletic Complex here at Jack Adams Stadium. As Panthers back into the field and CHCA up to bat. That one swung on first pitch straight to center field to Chumley, who's right on it. Didn't even have to move. That's a hot start to our top of the second.
Yeah, that's some of the most frustrating at-bats for a hitter, as Lehman got a perfect piece on it. Just went right to Chumley. And that's another reason why players tend to say that baseball is some of the hardest, or one of the hardest sports there is, because you can hit the ball perfectly, but you'll still end up as an out.
Now Krieger, that one hit him on the inside leg. So kind of a whirlwind of emotions. First pitch fly out, then a hit by pitch. 2 pitches into this inning.
Yeah, but as a pitcher, you still got to remember, they're 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. So just get that double play ball, get a ground ball, probably set up with a fastball high and inside, maybe get that jam shot. And if that doesn't work, get some off speed, low and outside, try to get the rollover, depending on the hitter, of course. But
that hitter is Nolan Lum. That one pitches outside 1-0. Pitch. That one swung on off the edge of the bat. 1-1. One count with 1 out. The pitch from Schroeder. That one straight up in the air. It's going to be a tough play. Out no man's land, but Lammers will track it down for the 2nd out.
Perfect communication by Jared Lammers. The Panthers practice that a lot. They'll go up on the turf during the winter, and they'll bring out a pitching machine, and they'll shoot it almost straight up in the sky, depending on wind. But they'll practice those in-between fly balls where really any one of those guys could get it. Of course, it'd be a challenging play for Tucker to get it, Tucker Veldhouse, but just that communication when those 3 guys are charging in on the same ball.
That kind of a fake swing that turned into a swing, got a hit and play, and a quick out, and a quick inning for the Panthers as they head back now to the bottom of the 2nd. Panthers back up to bat next. Welcome back once again. The Panthers back up to bat. And Tucker Veldhouse leading us off. The pitch. Swung on first pitch. This time it will drop in center field. And a nice start to this bottom of the 2nd.
Panthers are making Bass do his job and quite well. Constant hits right up the middle there. Line drives, ground balls, but still getting the job done, getting numerous base hits.
Roger Waddell.
And Roger Waddell with a great opportunity with no outs, runner on first. Shows bunt, pulls it back outside.
Great eye by Waddell. Really just missed outside. Wonder if he's going to go back to the bunt now.
1-0 count. Pitch from Daniels. That one caught the outside. 1-1.
Seemed very similar there.
Once again, no ABS yet.
Yeah.
Showing bunt, 1-1. Bunt down the right field line, but gets a bad kick off of the dirt and foul.
Didn't angle it quite enough there.
One, two, so no bunt. At least I think no bunt will be coming up soon.
And so you think, but you never know with the Panthers, right?
I think last year we had a full count bunt.
Really?
Yeah, with bases loaded, I'm pretty sure.
That's wild.
1-2. Back over to first, and Veldhouse back in time. The 1-2 pitch outside in the other batter's box. 2-2 count, no outs.
Yeah, after a pitch that like that, as a hitter, you sort of expect to see a fastball.
Well, let's see. 2-2. That one dropped third straight. And called out as there is a runner on first. As we head to Bradley Camber, the 9-hole hitter.
Now batting for Elder, the left fielder, number 12, Bradley Kammer.
Fresh count to Camber. He shows bunt right back at us. I almost got that one.
Coach Thompson's upset with Camera for not pulling back there, as that one was definitely above the strike zone. Because what Elder teaches these guys to do is set that bat at the top of the strike zone. Anything above it, pull back. Anything below it, you can take your bat down to it. An easier way to get it on the ground.
That one inside. 0-2 quickly behind in this count.
But it's those bunting situations Elder harps on. Make sure their guys can produce that well enough bunt to advance the runner.
The 0-2 pitch. Swung on, missed. A 3-pitch strikeout for the second out. So we're back to the top of the order. Mason Chumley up to bat.
Mason Chumley.
Chumley last time around struck out swinging.
Pitch that one outside. And wild pitch advances Veldhouse to scoring position.
Veldhouse, good jump on that wild pitch there. As these guys are taught, if that ball hits the dirt, go ahead and get that extra secondary, I should say. And that way, if it kicks away from the catcher, go ahead and take your base.
The 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1 count. Chumley struck out his last at bat.
As a hitter here, 2 outs. Try to poke one the other way or up the middle. Don't try to pull it or roll over to that third baseman. Try to get it up in the air, just enough to get your guy to score.
Pitch swung on and missed. 1-2.
Of course, to do that, it's a lot easier to get that outside pitch, but now you really can't pick and choose since there's 2 strikes. And Daniels has been doing a really good job of controlling each side of the plate.
The 1-2. Misses outside. Crazy twos.
An old pitching coach once told me that he had a statistician when he was in the majors. He said that 94% of the time, if a pitcher throws a strike on a 2-2-2, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, that the batter will get out one way or another if that's a ground ball or a strikeout.
Let's see. 2-2. Into the dirt. Full.
It's like you wonder if that story is really true or it's just one of those to try to get kids to throw contested strikes, I should say, with that close count. Because now you're at 3-2, you can be a little hesitant to walk.
That one off of Chumley's leg. He's kind of walking that one off. If I played baseball now, I'd have so many leg guards on that front leg, so I don't have to do that. It'd be crazy. It's got to be one of the worst pains.
Oh, yeah. The harder the thrower, too.
Yeah.
Bounces off of that bat. It's painful. Luckily, it's a little warmer outside, as we were saying on the hit by pitch by Lammers earlier.
Full count, 2 outs. Feldhaus on second. The payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Drop third strike. He's going to chase it down. And he will just stop in the middle of it for the third out. So he will strike out once again, 0 for 2. So we'll take a quick break. Believe we'll have somebody back in the studio to recap the first 3 innings so far. Welcome back to the Panther Athletic Complex as CHCA back up to bat. They are on Zach Murphy, the 9-hole hitter.
Yeah, when you're at the bottom of the order here, just attack the strike zone. Don't give up a walk to start this one off because you got the top of the order coming right back. Schroeder did do a good job against the top of the order, but still. Wow.
That one was fouled off of him.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought he caught that lip there in foul territory in the grass, and it just rolled it back in fair territory. Now, that would have been a highlight for sure.
0-2. Pitch. Swung on, fouled, staying alive, and there goes Eric Mason's car.
Yeah, I parked there again, that same spot.
You know what the definition of insanity is? Doing the same thing and expecting a different result.
Well, I didn't get hit last time, so I am expecting the same result.
That one inside, did it nick him? No. 1-2.
Not quite insane, more so delirious.
Yeah, we're not at insane yet, I guess.
Not quite there.
Yeah.
More like probably like a 4 out of the 10 scale. We'll get there.
1-2. That one swung on. And foul.
Gotta love the high nets, though. Brand new nets, too, over
Really?
the offseason, yeah. A ton of improvements around the pack. That was just one of them, but I remember last year there was a big old hole at the very top net That way, balls fouled straight back like that one would have ended up in the street.
I went to center field. Chumley looks like he's got eyes on it, and he does for the first out.
Starting off the inning with an out is one of the most crucial things as a pitcher. It helps you out so much when you have one out and a guy on first base. Even if you do walk this guy, you do give up a base hit because, as I said in the previous inning, you're one pitch away from getting out of whatever jam you're in. If you're, it's not more so of a guys on base jam, maybe a command jam or something like that, or a confidence jam. So
That misses well outside, 1 out.
So when you have that guy in first base and that double play is in effect, gives you a little bit of a, hey, just get a ground ball here, throw a ball low in the zone so they're not rising up on it, making big old hits. And just do your thing, control that low part of the zone, force a ground ball, and most likely, if you trust your fielders, you'll get that double play.
2 count. I want to find the zone. 2-1. It's far from the batter, though. You always want to wait for that first strike if he's kind of behind in the count and he sees it there, and I think it's going to be swing away now.
Oh, yeah.
2-1. Misses high, 3-1. Hitters count.
Yeah, and that's a perfect strategy as a hitter at the high school level because some guys aren't mentally tough enough to bounce back quickly within that at-bat.
3-1. Misses inside and low, and he will walk. Owen Long, the one-hole hitter.
As a pitcher, you got to remember one pitch at a time. It's not one at-bat at a time, not one inning at a time. It's one pitch at a time. And that seems like an obvious thing to say, but it's a hard thing to do when you're in the moment of the game because adrenaline's rushing. Sometimes, depending on the opponent, if it's a GCL opponent, if it's a regular opponent, whatever, you're still in that moment. Cause a little high adrenaline. It's hard to remember that.
That one turned on it. I think he hit the bat as he turned, so a foul ball 0-1. Tough break.
Yeah, our theater director, Mr. Rogers, would have not liked that acting. Seems like he tried to make it seem like it hit his right hand there. You got to give that quick effect, show a little bit of pain there, because he kind of hesitated a little bit, but you know, maybe next time.
Notes from the press box. 0-1. The pitch turned on and foul. So quickly behind, Schroeder ahead in the count. 0-2. 35 pitches into his outing here in the top of the third.
What I always think is a good pitch to inning ratio is per inning, it's 10 pitches.
That misses outside 1-2.
So if you're at, say, from 10 to 20 pitches after that first inning, you're in a good spot. If you're from 20 to 30 pitches in that second inning, you're in a good spot. 30 to 40, and so on.
He's stealing. That one misses high. Heads up. And that one did catch the netting.
Almost did it for a second there.
Yeah. Shows how high this new netting is here at the pack.
Yeah, the height of the netting, and it seems like the wind, can't quite tell which way it's blowing now. But the wind almost caught it from not hitting that net as it's blowing towards that opposite side. I was kind of confused on where the flag was blowing. But it is a very nice breeze up in the press box here.
1-2 with 1 out. The pitch from Schroeder. Swung on. That one straight to Chumley. He's getting the most action out there and makes the catch. Tings it in to second for the second out. That's his second out of the inning.
Number 13, Jason Pitzer.
Yeah, I was talking to Coach Thaman in math class the other day, and he was talking about how this field is kind of like a graveyard for hits, how the wind kind of affects this field, and it's really hard to get some of these balls out of the ballpark, especially with these long fences as well.
Oh, yeah. And you got to think, we're up in Price Hill, already a hilly part of town. Up in the pack, you're on top of a hill on top of Price Hill. So you got that big old wind effect. And it's coming from, I believe, north to south, if I do recall us talking about it in the winter, because we'd be practicing up on the turf, and the wind would be killer. It'd be 40 degrees.
We had him over at first, but a missed throw. Not where he wanted it. So Long gets away with one.
Yeah, but we'd be practicing up on the turf, and it'd be like 35, 40 degrees. Not terrible, but that wind, man, is killer, and it's that morning breeze, too.
That one coming down to second. He might have him there. Got him. What a throw. Carson Smith gets him out of the inning on a throw down to second. We'll take a quick break, heading to the bottom of the third.
Welcome in, Elder baseball fans. I'm Dylan Akers alongside Kyle Mason. We've had a great first 3 innings out here, 1-0. Elder's up some great hits coming off those bats. We got them swinging in the first 3. I'm going to give you a quick update. JV baseball is up 6-1 against CHCA as well, and freshman is down 4-3 against Sycamore. And it is just lovely weather out there tonight.
Yeah, it's been very nice so far.
Is a great home opener. This is what you want to see. This is perfect conditions for some baseball. And I promise we won't keep you long during this ENN inning break. But Kyle, what did you see in this game compared to the other ones that you liked a lot more?
I think we're starting out this game very strong. I mean, you couldn't ask for better weather. This is honestly just a great day for baseball. We're starting out the game great. And like I said in the pregame show, the pitcher was going to be a problem. And so far, we've been hitting the ball very well. We've been getting ourselves on base, and we have a 1-0 lead. And we've also been stopping them from hitting the ball, and they have yet to score any points.
Absolutely, Kyle. A shutout within the first 3 innings is exactly what you want to see. And I foresee this being a very similar back half of the game. Right now, we got a lot of strong guys heading up right now. We got Rosen heading up to bat. He's going to be our leadoff batter right now.
Athletic Complex,
and Kyle,
and
that's going to be it from us back here in the inning break.
In the
Kyle,
studio,
I'm going to send it over back
Dylan
to Troy and Eric on the call.
Kyle, Eric Mason's brother up here.
Yep. I'm going to rewatch that, take notes, and give my critiques, that's for sure.
So Luke Rell also warming up in the bullpen. We'll see how soon he gets in, but now the Panthers up to bat. Rosenacker swung on, miss. 0-2. Rosenacker got home off a single for the Panthers' only run.
Yeah, Rosenacker, he's very talented. He's one of the best hitters in the GCL.
Did that catch it? Close. 1-2, but that's one you might have to swing on next time because this umpire definitely has a wide zone, and on a two-strike count, it's hard to take those.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The pitch. Way in the dirt. Nobody on base to advance, but I'm sure they would have been there.
So, fun fact, Jack Rosenacker, he's a legacy guy. He has generations of dads and granddads that went to Elder, and his dad was on the '99 state championship team. Him along with Walligman and I believe Schroeder too. Or no, Andriaco.
That one swung on, fouled. 2-2 count, staying alive. It's a nice Eric Mason fun fact of the day.
Oh yeah.
Might have to make that a segment for baseball.
Yeah.
We'll come back next game with a title, but right now Eric Mason's fun fact of the day.
Oh yeah.
2-2 count.
Mace Tibbetts.
Working it out. That one misses inside. Full count now.
I would say it's my 2 cents, but I'm broke right now. Gas prices are really killing me. More like 1 cent. Close to it.
The payoff pitch. Turned on. Scoop can't make it. Shortstop will make it, but not in time. And he'll advance to first.
Nolan Lum eaten alive by that fringe there. Took a bad hop, just didn't get the glove low enough to the ground. Charging play.
And you were watching warm-ups earlier on, and you said that CHCA was kind of struggling with the turf and that,
oh yeah,
with the little grass infield that not all that common around.
Yeah, I mean most schools now, every school in the GCL but us have turf fields, so you get used to that turf easy bounces. When you come to these grass fields, those bad hops really catch you off guard.
That one caught the zone. They will read that one as an E5 for Rosenacker. That's how he advances. The pitch turned on with power. Will it drop? It will. Rosenacker will round third, heads for home. And in time, it's a stand-up double for Jared Lammers and an RBI.
Jack Rosenacker, first to home. My man, lightning strikes the pit.
And an RBI double, getting the pack on their feet.
Number 20, Carson Smith.
Carson Smith now up to bat with no outs and a runner in scoring position. That one foul.
Have you ever seen that clip where the ball's fouled back in the press box and the commentator catches it?
I've seen that.
We're robbed of that opportunity with this fence here.
I know I kind of have to break physics if that happens. 0-1. That one caught the zone. 0-2.
Seems like Lammers is antsy to reach third there. He was about halfway down the line.
After that pitch, Carson Smith was not happy about that one. He's kind of staring back at the umpire like, what? But he has been consistent with that wide zone. Lammers with a big lead, as you said, 0-2. That one swung on foul. Will it stay? It will stay in play, but nobody there to catch it. Still 0-2.
Seems like Carson just missed that.
Still an 0-2 count, no outs. Jared Lammers on second. The pitch turned on to third, but a nice play. Fires over to first and an error. Lammers will advance to third. Smith to second. Lammers heads to home. And not in time. He got under the tag. Jared Lammers. Incredible.
Big Selly, big play, and a big mistake for CHCA.
What a close play at the plate. And Carson Smith, reaching on an error, finds his way to third.
Wow. That was a close play. I honestly don't know. Let's look at this. Yeah, he missed the tag. That's crazy. That is, look at this. Look how close this is. Look at this. Swim move by Lammers. Oh my gosh. Put him on the swimming team, my man. Wow.
And what a
Gets
great,
right around
What a
it.
great call from the home plate umpire. Such a tough call to make.
Look at this. Frame by frame. Just gets around it. That gets that right hand across the white. And man, he's safe. You know, I was even questioning the call too.
So Daniel's going to have a mound visit. Let's see if he gets subbed out. I mean, that can really shake you up as a pitcher.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And it just gives even more momentum to Elder right now because they're already kind of teeing off on this pitcher right now, Gus Daniels. And he's probably not used to that as he is going D1. He's a very talented pitcher. And facing competition that CHCA normally faces compared to what the Panthers give their opponents can rattle up some pitchers like himself.
So now Wollenweber will head to the plate again with a golden opportunity, this time with a runner on third. Wollenweber had a single last at bat and that was stranded there. The pitch shows bunt, lays it down, and foul.
Was that a suicide squeeze that the Panthers are attempting there? I can't quite tell when Smith left third base. But he was pretty on point there. Yeah, you got infield in. Do or die situation almost feels like.
Let's see how it plays out. 0-1. Willie Show. He will not. And that one's right down Broadway, 0-2.
Yeah, it seemed like that was a suicide squeeze they were trying to do there because Smith, they're taught as soon as that pitcher gets that first move to the plate, raises his leg, whatever, you go.
0-2 pitch. That one swung on over the head of the pinched infield and will bring Carson Smith home. An
Hit it.
RBI single.
Hit it just high enough for Hutchin not to get up there and rob himself of an RBI.
Now batting number 6, Ryan Smith.
An explosive inning continues. Still no outs on the board.
Look at this. He's going to take it the other way. Perfect height right over the hands of Hutchin, and that's going to bring Smith home.
That one swung on opposite field, and the hitting party continues here in the bottom of the third.
You get a hit, you get a hit, you get a hit. Whoever's running the scoreboard down in the dugout, he assumed that he was going to have a day off today, not playing. Well, he's definitely putting his thumbs to work.
The score breakdown now, it's a first. In the bottom of the first, it's 1 run now, and here in the bottom of the third, it's 3. Still with no outs. That one swung on, missed. It's Veldhouse. Ryan Smith on first, Willenweber on second. That one nice take there inside 1-1.
Yeah, no action in the bullpen. Oh, as I say that, they're going to send out a man. Daniels only have 54 pitches as of now.
1-1 count. Misses high. 2-1.
Looks like Teddy Foster, number 20, is going to be sent to the pen to get loose.
2-1 pitch. Nice breaking ball. Finds the zone. 2-2.
He drops the hammer and nails it right on the corner of the wood there. Perfect pitch by Daniels.
The 2-2. And the dirt gets past him. And runners will easily advance. And both runners in scoring position.
Yeah, right underneath the legs of Zach Murphy, and that is a frustrating outcome as a catcher. Putting 2 guys in scoring position, 1 on third base. Also 0 outs.
Full count. Misses high. Bases are loaded.
Roger Waddell walking up to the plate now. He's sort of been in a slump to start off this season with the scrimmages as well. I believe he came out of the scrimmages with only 1 hit, and that was sort of a flare the opposite way. So this will be a perfect opportunity to break out of that slump early in this season.
He's got the weight of the world on his shoulders here with no outs, bases loaded.
And the weight of the world is what's going through his mind right now, maybe, but in reality, it's not. These Panthers are up by 4. Sure, you got guys in scoring position. You haven't been hitting too well, but right there, that's already giving yourself a losing mindset. You got to clear all those negative thoughts, all that pressure. All you got to focus on is doing your job and doing the best you can do it. Sometimes things might not go your way. Keep your job simple. Elder runs so many plays that have so many moving parts. It's just focusing on your job and keeping it simple.
Pitch to Waddell. Nice take. Misses high and outside. 1-0.
Because the situation may be big, but if you just focus on that one thing that you are supposed to do, clears everything out of the way and keeps your mind on what is important.
1-0 pitch swung on high in the sky to center field. And he's got it. And they will tag up on third. And in time, Willenweber and a sac fly for Roger Waddell.
And that is doing your job to a T. Sure, it's a fly out, But it's a sac fly. You got a guy in third base there. Easily allows Wollenweber to score. High enough pop up to get it out to center field. Sure, the wind might knock it down a little bit, but just high enough to allow Wollenweber to score.
The pitch from Daniels. Pulled back, but doesn't matter. 0-1.
The plate's kind of covered up right now, but I don't know. I don't know. Seemed like Murphy set up inside and kind of stuck his glove out there, so it might make it seem like it's outside when in reality it's actually across the plate.
That one misses outside. And a wild pitch advances both Smith and Veldhouse.
Now that one did miss over the plate, that's for sure.
One count with 1 out. Both runners in scoring position.
You know, across the board, and 2 guys in scoring position, Daniels really needs to settle in here.
The pitch. And found the zone. 1-2.
Now that just shows the competitive level a pitcher has. Been spiking balls here and there, but he still is able to drop that curveball in for a strike.
The 1-2 pitch. Down low. 2-2.
I can see him coming back to the curveball here because he just spiked those 2 fastballs back to back. And just because it's a fastball, it doesn't mean it's your best pitch. Sometimes that off speed is what you're feeling that day. It just depends on what you're feeling that day in and day out, and working with what you got.
That one swung on foul. Heads up dugout. 2-2 still battling.
Yeah, camera definitely sends a message to Daniels saying, hey, I was just a little bit behind that curveball, but man, I'm on it, because he pretty much squared that one up. He was just a tad bit late, but potentially could send that one to the opposite field.
Pitch swung on straight up. It's up. Don't know where it landed.
Yeah, I was waiting for it to hit the top of the press box.
I was too. I've had a couple of those last year.
Yeah.
So a nice battle here from Cameron. Two. Swung on and missed. 4 strike 3. Now quickly it's back to 2 outs.
Great job by Daniels, able to get that fastball outside as he spiked 2 earlier. Gets in the perfect spot to catch Cameron swinging.
So back to the top of the order. Panthers 1 batter away from batting around. 2 outs. Misses outside. 1-0. The 1-0. Nice breaking ball, finds the zone. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Got him on the outside corner. 1-2. Nice at bat here from Daniels.
Yeah, Chumley's over 2, and that's probably accounted for because he's taken too many strikes early in the count. Trying to find that perfect pitch.
The 1-2. He's 0-2 with 2 strikeouts. That one rolled over. Foul.
Probably going to try to get Chumley swinging through a high fastball here.
1-2 pitch with 2 outs. Kicks, deals. Got him! Ring him up for his 3rd strikeout of the evening. But the Panthers have an explosive inning of 4 runs. They lead 5-0. We'll head to the top of the fourth. Welcome back here to the Panther Athletic Complex. New pitcher for the Panthers, Luke Rell. We saw him earlier on scrimmage. Eric, what do you got on him?
Yeah, so Rell, it seems like, is going to be the Panthers' first guy out of the pen, as he was the first guy out of the pen against Centerville. Only pitched for about an inning, I believe. And, or no, he actually came in last behind Brady Andriaco, so he came in for a close. Only 3 pitches he threw. All were strikes, however. Just trying to, I guess, close it out. Seems like Andriaco kind of got in a jam in that bottom of the sixth, or top of the 6th inning, I should say.
Number 13, Jace Pitzer.
So we'll see how he does against Jace Pitzer, the 3-hole hitter. Kind of right into the fire. The pitch. And he's 1-0 on strikes, 0-1.
Yeah, Rell, he's a very athletic guy. He's also comes in as a catcher every once in a while. He's also got a good bat, but more so, I think he's even a better pitcher.
Yeah, 1 pitch. Beautiful breaking ball, but it can't find the zone. It's a great miss.
Oh, yeah. He's got great off speed. I can't quite tell if that's a curveball or a slider he's throwing, but he's able to make it move a lot.
The 1-1. And another breaking ball, and he kind of says, like, hey, I can do it in the middle of zone 2. 1-2.
Yeah, he's saying, here's my best stuff. Take it, try to hit it. I don't care.
The 1-2 inside.
3 off-speed pitches in a row. Now, do you do reverse psychology and say, here's my 4th when they're expecting a fastball, especially off the ball?
Let's see. The 2-2. Another off speed. Got him swinging.
Gets the high pitch, swings right through it. It felt a breeze. Might not be because of the swing and miss, but great pitch by Luke Rell. You see it here. Swung right through it. The 3rd pitch, for the 3rd strike.
Pitch will find the zone. 0-1. The 0-1. That one swung on. 1 hopper, 2 Lammers. Makes it easy. Throw to Veldhouse for the 2nd out.
Great job by Rell. Pitching to contact early. He's throwing strikes, throwing them on both sides of the plate. If that's a fastball, if it's an off-speed or a breaking ball, he's doing a good job varying his pitches, making the hitters hit, making the hitters swing, not giving up walks.
Yeah, he's kind of making him hit his pitch, not the batter's pitch. When you get behind the count, you just gotta hit the strike zone. Hope they don't hit it. Fresh count in the dirt. That was Bass's second ground out to second base today. He's 0 for 2. Now is Lehman. Now misses up high. 2-0. And that one got him. 2-1. Rails off to a nice start here. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled into the netting, and he's fought his way back to a 2-2 count with 2 outs.
Yeah, it's a great job by Rel. Digging a little bit of a hole with the 2-0 count, but crawling back in, forcing 2 swings.
Pitch, nice breaking ball. Beautiful play. Jared Lammers gets him out of the inning. Beautiful.
What better way to send the boys back into the dugout?
And we'll let you guys sit with that incredible play from Jared Lammers as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Take a quick look at some series history. There's been 3 total meetings between these two teams. The Panthers lead the series 3-0. It's been a dominant showing from them so far. CHCA, again, has never beaten them in baseball. It's been 2 one-run losses, though. Very close games. And last meeting was last year in a 2-1 victory from the Panthers here. CHCA versus the Panthers here on home opening day here at the Pack.
Yeah, Panthers continuing their dominance into this one as they're currently leading 5-0.
Now a nice breaking ball finds the zone. They're really letting Daniels go. He's close to about 80 to 70 pitches. He's having a long outing today. Now will not find the zone. Misses 1-1.
Something the Panthers are doing a really good job is scoring the guys in scoring position. I said it before the game. That's the thing that they struggled against Centerville. That's the reason why they lost. Well, now it's the reason why they're scoring a bunch.
That one gets past the third baseman, and a nice single, leadoff single for Rosenacker.
Great job by Rosenacker. Keeps on showing that consistency. Got one up the middle early on. Now gets that one beneath the glove of Nolan Lund.
Rosenacker now 3. Well, he reached on an error in the second at bat, but technically 3 for 3. I want to find the zone 0-1. One. Found the zone. 0-2.
Rosenacker keeps on pretending to steal as a secondary. If he's finally going to take off now. Because I know the Panthers love it to steal when they get that high leg kick from the pitcher.
Let's see, 0-2. Pitch. That one
Whoa!
Over the head, takes a rough bounce. Rosenacker rounds second and head for third and makes it there. Runners on the corners off of a tough bounce off of the grass infield.
And I was about to say, because Rosenacker, when he saw that the pitcher was doing a slide step there, he held off his steal. He continued to do his secondary, and then he got that ground ball to the second baseman. And I'm like, oh, man, maybe he should have gone because it would have avoided the double play. And then that ball just bounced with a head. Completely unfortunate for the Eagles, but as a Panthers fan, you couldn't ask for anything more.
I was getting ready to call 4-6-3 double play, and it goes over the head. That one misses outside, and a missed catch from the catcher. Lammers will easily move to second.
Yeah, and it's the fringe, man. We were talking about before the game. We were watching in pregame how it's kind of affecting the players a little bit, and comes into effect now. I mean, CHCA really couldn't do anything about that one, but still, it's very much a factor in Elder's favor.
That one's in the dirt, 2-0.
Now with no outs and 2 guys in scoring position, Carson Smith, his only job is either hit it up the middle or get in the outfield. Doesn't matter how it gets in the outfield, just get in the outfield. It can be a pop-up or whatever, because you got Jack Rosenacker on third base.
I want to miss up high, 3-0.
And usually you don't want those shallow fly balls, but I'd say anywhere except for left field if it's shallow, Rosenacker is able to score on that tag up.
No outs, 3-0. Pitch. Turned on, he got the green light, but foul. Whew.
Talk about a smoker. He tattooed that one. It's gonna leave the park though. But man, he was right on it.
Yeah, that was a 3-0 swing as well. 3-1.
As the third baseman, you're like, oh boy, here it comes.
3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4. That's going to be a wild pitch. Runners advance, and Rosenacker scores.
Yeah, not what you want to do as a pitcher. 3-0, throws the ball away in the dirt. Wonder if coach is going to take Daniels out.
Yeah, he's on 84 pitches for the day. It's been a very long outing, and it's been a rough outing for him as well.
I'd assume no matter what that this is his last at bat.
That one to center field, sky high, not much going. Almost had a collision out there, but it's enough to score the man from third. A nice sac fly from Woolweber.
Sack flies everywhere. Elder able to tally another one up on the scoreboard. Seems like they're going to keep Daniels in. Although the coach is on that front step.
It's a 7-0 lead. Pitch. Nice jump there from Carson Smith. Makes his way to second.
Now you got to remember, this is the first outing for Daniels, and you don't want to get him too high in pitch count because you want him to last for the rest of the season.
Now want to ground out the second. Smith not in time, but advances Carson Smith to the third base.
Now batting, number 40, Tucker Feldhaus.
Yep, here comes the coach. Wonder if they're going to take him out or not.
I mean, you got to be getting close. He's at 87 pitches.
Yep. It's going to be your Price Hill Chili call to the bullpen. First time I said that in a while.
Welcome back to baseball, ladies
Oh,
and
yeah.
gentlemen.
Gotta love it.
No checks for Pine Tar?
Yeah.
Is this Bush League?
Come on. No, but it seems like they are trying to put that wrist strap on to communicate pitch comms. I wonder how that operates.
I don't think
I
I've
want
ever
to
seen
figure
that.
this out. I'm so curious. I wonder if it announces what you're going to throw, because I feel like if it were to do that, it would be something in the hat like the major league, so it's closer to your ear, and it's not loud enough for surrounding base runners to potentially hear it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that. It's,
Yeah, I don't know,
at
but
the high school level.
it seems like they keep on looking down at it, so maybe there's like a little, like it's a Fitbit maybe, like an Apple Watch in that regard. But it wouldn't be an Apple Watch, of course, or something like that. But I don't know. Maybe it buzzes.
Well, we'll let Ted Foster, the senior, get warmed up here. We'll take a quick break here on Fox 19.3 and AH Sports. Welcome back into the back here as Tucker Veldhouse hopefully stayed a little warm during that break as Ted Foster now on the mound. That one swung on, that hit the base.
Oh
He
my.
did not expect it to be fair at all. He didn't even run. And Foster, one pitch, gets out of the inning. And if you're Daniels there, you gotta be not happy about that one. I couldn't get out of that inning, and he just gets one pitch on the bag, and he's out. So we'll take a quick break here on EH Sports, heading to the top of the fifth. Welcome back here to the Panther Athletic Complex. Luke Rell still on the mound. It's been an exciting offensive game for the Panthers, not CHCA. Let's see if they can get it going here at the top of the fifth.
For CHCA, number 32, Bryce Krieger.
That one hit him off the foul tip. 0-1. looked like it was going to hit him. It curled back in just a tiny bit. 1-1.
Yeah, as a pitcher, you're definitely lucky that it didn't hit him because it's crucial not to give up a free base to start off an inning.
Pitch, check swing, foul ball. 1-2.
Looked like it hit blue for a second there.
You okay?
Yeah,
He's good.
he's got that mask protecting him. The man behind the mask.
One, two.
Ooh.
Almost hit him in the head. He ducks down. 2-2. Rel having a kind of a slow start to this inning.
Yeah, but it's just that pitch by pitch mentality. Just take a turn here. Flip the page.
2-2. Got him swinging in a beautiful breaking ball. And he fights back in a rough count for a strikeout.
I'm telling you, dude, Rumpke's not even picking up that one, and Krieger tried to pick it up, but swung right through it.
Fresh count here for Nolan Lum. Nice breaking ball, but just misses too far inside. 1-0.
As a pitcher, if you have a pitch like that that's so nasty, you're able to finish off an at-bat with, it's unbeatable.
I want to find the zone. 1-1.
I wonder what Rel does here. Establish the inside and outside part of the plate so far.
The pitch swung on opposite field and tracked by Ryan Smith and right for the second out.
Yeah, not much of an effort to track that one down. Great job by Rel. Keeps on throwing strikes, not giving up too many balls, not too many balls in a row.
Fresh count. Pitch misses high.
Currently, Hutchin is 0 for 1 on the day. Trying to improve that stat count.
It was a ground out to first in his last at bat. I want to find the zone. 1-2. Pitch swung on and not over the head of Rosenacker at short for a base hit.
Just missed it, man. When I went to the second scrimmage against Notre Dame Prep, Jack Rosenacker made 2 phenomenal catches out in the outfield, 2 diving catches, and it was amazing. I was there to get footage to put together a video for the season, and those are the 2 times I put my camera down, and I look up, and there's Jack Rosenacker flying out of the infield like Superman, making a miraculous catch. And I'm like, and the first time around, he comes to me and he's like, "Eric, did you get that?" And I'm like, "No, I missed it. You got to do it again for me." And I'm like, "You got to do it again. I missed it." And he's like, "All right." Then he does it again. And I'm like, "Oh no." I'm like, "How do I miss it twice?" Like literally, like I had like 400 clips or something like that from those scrimmages, and that was the 2 times I wasn't actually filming the game. I think I was getting a shot of Matthew Wynn in the bullpen, which I didn't even end up using for the video. Oh my gosh. It was a scrimmage. We're all working it out.
Yep,
It's not just the players, it's us too.
1-1.
Tied up those loose ends.
That one swung on and fouled. Speaking of kind of easing into things, this first regular season broadcast, we got the new camera on the outfield that we saw in the scrimmage earlier on. We have our inning breaks in the middle of the third and coming up in the middle of the sixth. Thanks to Dylan Akers and Kyle Mason to kind of kick us off in that. That one's off the nub of the bat and fouled. Right? I think. No.
I don't know. It might have just hit off of Carson's glove then.
I thought I heard a little crack, but no. 2-2, 2 outs.
You also got to remember the scoreboard produced by yours truly, Troy Parker.
Yes, sir. Watch out for some strikeout graphics and all those kind of things. 2-2. Swung on. Drop third strike. Got it. And a strikeout. As we head to the bottom of the 5th. We'll take a quick break here on Fox 19.3. Welcome back. We'll take a look at the box score here. Bottom of the first was a 1-0 lead. Then in the bottom of the third, a 4-run slugger. Then to the bottom of the fourth with a modest 2 runs. That's how we got to our 7-run lead. CHCA still yet to score as Waddell takes the first pitch swinging. Heads down to first, not in time for the first out.
Looks like the sophomore Justin Massa is going to step up to the plate, subbing out Bradley Kammer. I'm not quite sure if Massa's going to be taking Kammer's spot in left field or not. I'm sure we'll see in the next half inning. But Massa, either way, is very good from defensively and offensively.
That one's a strike there.
From the JV level last year, Massa was definitely one of our top hitters. He puts the ball in play. He puts the ball in play hard, but does tend to strike out a little bit too often.
That one swung on 0-2. Quickly behind in the count. Oh, 2, 1 out. The pitch. Swung on foul just off the edge of the bat. Staying alive. You can see there on the backstop. Big thanks to Mr. McComas up here in the press box for that beautiful Panther decal.
Oh, yeah.
Looks great.
Should have added that to the tidbit before the inning.
0-2 with 1 out. Pitch turned on down the right field line and fair. Oh, no, they roll it foul. Oh, man, that was so close.
That was close.
I didn't see the home plate umpire signal, but they roll it foul.
Yeah, that first base umpire threw his hands up in the air, but man, it was close. Maybe if that line was painted just a tad bit thicker.
So count still alive, 0-2.
Coach Dressman just had to paint those lines too perfectly.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
0-2. In the dirt, 4-1.
Now, I remember at Shivia Fieldhouse for the freshman level, those lines would I don't know how often they'd be painted, but no matter what was done, it was always so hard to keep them straight because of the landscaping and the.
Got him. Strike three looking for Mazza. Tough first at bat.
Yeah, but the lines, it was almost never straight because of the landscaping and holes in the ground and all that such. But I remember a few balls would be hit foul balls, and it would have been fair, but or I should say it would have been foul, but it ended up fair as the line would kind of curve that way.
So now 2 outs. That one in the dirt.
Now Kyle Bean, I feel like he would be starting in the outfield right now, but he's been suffering from a quad injury, I believe, on his left leg, if I do recall. He's one of the fastest kids on this team. He was brought up sophomore year during the playoffs to get some stolen bases, as he did end up getting, I believe, 2 stolen bases in the first and second game. The second game against Beaver Creek, which they ended up losing. Bean is a very fast runner. He's able to get on base, and when he does, better watch him steal.
That one misses outside. 3-0.
But practices leading up to the beginning of the season, whenever there'd be an inter-squad or whatever, guys would just be running the bases for him. So
I want to miss outside for a 4-pitch walk. Foster struggling a little bit.
Yep, and we are going to have a pinch runner for Bean. Aiden Porzel coming out of the bench.
Running for Elder, number 22, Aiden Poisel. At the plate for the Panthers, number 11, Jack Rosenacker.
Pitch up high, coming down. Won't get there.
Porzel almost slid past the bag for a second there. He was able to catch himself with that left hand and the sliding mitt on that left hand.
Rosenacker looking to complete his great hitting day. He's 3 for 3 with a reach for an error. That one up in the air. And I'll take the blame on that one for the announcer's jinx for the 3rd out.
Yeah, we got a very nice table here, or a ledge, I don't know what you call it, made out of wood, so you could have given that one a knock.
Well, I'll have to live with that for just a little bit longer. We'll take a quick break, heading to the top of the 6th. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the packed Panther Athletic Complex here at Jack Adams Stadium. Everybody getting ready and prepped for a top of the 6th. Everybody out in numbers here for this home opening day. It's been an exciting crowd as well. And Panthers have given them a lot to cheer for. They have 7 runs. And CHCA back off the bat.
Yep, the pack is packed for great showing so far.
That one swung on 0-1.
But yeah, we have a number of defensive changes for the Panthers. Number 18, Justin Massa, will head out to right. Ryan Smith will shift over from right to center field. Number 6 he is. And number 9, Brady Andriacco, will head over to second base, subbing out Jared Lammers.
That one swung onto the opposite field to the second baseman. Makes a throw. Andriacco doesn't get long to settle in for the first out.
Yep, nice and easy play for Andriacco, starting us off. 1 out already for Rell.
Number 2, Mason Herring.
Luke Rell has been doing a fantastic job of getting that first out of the inning, putting himself in a very successful situation going forward as you advanced in that inning.
You got a 1-0 count. That one misses outside. 2-0.
Seems like we got some action in the bullpen. Can't quite tell who it is from this angle.
Found the zone. I want to find the zone 2-2. That one swung on, crushed to right center. Line drive will drop. And man on base.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, so the bullpen's starting to get hot right now as Rell is currently creeping up to 34 pitches. Did throw 3 on Saturday, but that shouldn't affect him at all. Noah Gruen is warming up currently.
Pitch. Found the zone. Nice pitch in the high outside corner. 0-1. Runner on first. This is Jace Pitzer up to bat. The pitch swung on, foul.
Yeah, Pitzer struck out his first time around and also got out 0 for 2 currently on the day.
Yeah, 2 pitch went out. Swung on, fouled. And there goes Eric Mason's car.
I think we're all right on that one.
Close. Got infrared vision. I can see through walls, and that was real close.
I've got the insurance company on speed dial, so not gonna shout them out. It's not like they're sponsoring us or anything. And if you want to sponsor us, once the scroll wheel comes, I'm sure there's a number that'll pop up.
2-2. Foul.
The State Farm halftime show. That's got a good ring to it.
2. That one fouled. He's really battling with this count. Hasn't thrown a ball yet. The 0-2. Breaking ball left high in the zone. This one in the infield. Caught by Andriaco. Another out for him. It's 2 of the 3.
Yep, Rel starting to sound like a broken record, but doing a great job of pitching contact, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing that's sounding like a broken record, because I don't have to do any critiques, because they're playing great right now.
It's kind of uncharacteristic to the games we've seen in the past between these two teams. The Panthers kind of had a bouncing back after the Centerville loss in their last game, and came out swinging in the first inning, and then they just really never let off of the gas pedal. 0-1.
It seems like the Panthers always struggle to win that first game, and then after that, it's golden from there.
That one misses outside. 1-1. One pitch. Swung on and fouled.
The net saved me there.
I'm underestimating this net. It's pretty high up there.
It's a good investment. It's saving me.
1-2 count, 2 outs. The pitch, breaking ball right down the middle, and it'll drop in front of Ryan Smith in center.
Smith seems to bobble it out there in the outfield. Seems like it took a bad hop, but will not affect the outcome whatsoever. But not what you want to do out of Luke Rowe, because that is a main reason of why the Panthers lost the game against Centerville, is because Andriaco left breaking ball. I believe I heard it was. I wasn't there. Breaking ball right down the middle. And the guy hit a triple to the wall that scored 2 and ended up putting Centerville up going into the last inning.
Fresh count now for Rel. Swung on right back at him. Down to center field. Smith bobbles it. 1 run will score. Rounding. And looks like 2 runs will score.
Ooh.
And now, the door's a little open now. 7-2, but the momentum starting to swing.
Now as a Panther, you're scratching your head. Coach Thompson seems to be walking out. Matthew Wynn, I guess I said Noah Gruen earlier. Matthew Wynn was warming up, and it seems like he is going to be handed the ball for our Price Field Chili call to the bullpen.
So Rel had a good outing, had a kind of rough top of the 6th, couldn't get that final out, and Wynn will be brought in. So we'll take a quick break and step aside as Matthew Wynn gets set up. Back with the rest of the top of the 6th. welcome back. We can take a quick look at what happened in the last play. It's scoring 2 runs. It was kind of a routine line drive out the center, but Ryan Smith had some trouble with it, and that ended up scoring 2. A tough break for the Panthers.
Smith had a similar play like that out in right field. I believe it was during one of the scrimmages, and it rolled past him. Ended up. I don't think it scored a run, but it did allow the runner to advance to third base.
That one's up sky high. Smith looking to redeem himself, and he does. That's great for Smith to get back in the right mental headspace after making a mistake that scored 2 runs. You get back into that man side, make that easy play that you know you can make. And we'll take a quick break, heading to the middle of the 6th, bottom of the 6th coming up.
Welcome back, Panther fans. We're going into the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Panthers have been having a fantastic game. The score is now 7-2. CHCA is starting to come back a little bit with those 2 runs. They've been starting to get on base a little bit, but the Panthers overall have been playing some great fielding, great pitching, and also coming into the game, we're kind of worried about the pitching by CHCA, but it hasn't been so much of a problem because these Panthers have been able to hit the ball and get some runs in. But on the JV level, the JV team is beating CHCA 9-1, and on the freshman level, they are beating Sycamore 15-10. So all around, the Panthers have been playing some fantastic baseball. If the Panthers are able to keep this up until the end of the game, then they'll be able to secure a win. However, CHCA is starting to pick up the pace a little bit. So if they keep on playing like this, there's a chance that they're able to come back. We'll just have to see. But overall, our pitching has been great. And they haven't been really been able to get on base much, but the Panthers, almost in every single inning, we've been able to keep on getting on base and finding ways to get the ball to be hit. And we've been getting lots of runs in. We've had 7 points scored. But they need to be able to keep this up if they want to keep this lead, because as we saw there, CHCA just scored 2 runs in there, and they had a few guys on base. Luckily, it was a pop fly out into the outfield, and our Panthers were able to get the last out. So the Panthers need to keep on doing what they're doing. They need to keep on playing good fielding. Their pitching needs to keep on being consistent, and they need to keep on getting on base, and that's what's important. They can't let the pitchers take control, because that's what's been happening with the CHCA team. Well, that's all we have for this inning show. I'm going to take you back to the game with Eric Mason and Troy Parker.
Thank you, Kyle. Great show back there. That was our last of our inning breaks there, as it's smooth sailing from here in the bottom of the 6th. Brady Andriaco up to bat.
Yeah, Taka needs to settle in at this plate here, as he was subbed in the game last inning to sub out Lammers.
Pitch finds the zone.
Panthers need to get hot early. Need to start swinging at those early pitches in the count. And too many strikes go by.
That one swung on. That one's going to be over the head of the left fielder. This could be big. Andriaco rounds first, heads for second, and a stand-up double to lead us off.
Taco puts some cheddar on that ground beef, sends it all the way to the wall, and will put himself in scoring position for Carson Smith.
Yeah, he deserved a taco pun after that one. Beautiful.
Now batting number 20, Carson Smith.
Yeah, Foster left some lettuce right over the plate. Taco smashed that one, shelled it out to left field.
So Andriaco on second, Carson Smith up to bat with a fresh count. Pitch. Swung on, missed for the first strike.
Really just looking for some insurance runs out of Carson Smith, try to get a little flair out to right center.
That one in the dirt, 1-1. The 1-1. swung on that one when he knows he shouldn't have swung at that one. As soon as he swung at it, he kind of came out of the box frustrated. 1-2. The pitch. This is high and inside. 2-2.
It'll be huge for Foster here. Either a strikeout or a ground out. Last thing you want to do is give up another base hit to Carson.
2-2 count. After they threw back to Andriaco. Not much going there. The 2-2 pitch. Almost hit him, came inside. Full. Full count. Swung on for strike 3. And a rough at bat for Carson Smith. He's not happy about it. And it's been a rough outing for him as he goes 0 for 3.
Now batting, number 24, Callum McCullough.
Yeah, just swung right through that one, but Brady Andriaco tattooed the other one, putting himself in scoring position. And now Caleb McComas, chance to send him home.
Now Caleb McComas up to bat, awaits the first pitch. Deals. Found the zone 0-1.
You know, I was just thinking with all this clear comm stuff, like Elder has it now, it's a new attachment that they put in the catcher's helmets. I just feel like it's almost useless for the high school level. Like, it's not the major leagues where you have advanced signs.
That one's fouled off.
Almost took out Coach Thompson there. That's one way to put you on the bench.
Yeah.
Almost
Might
killing
not-
your coach.
Might not ever play again. 0-2.
Yeah, but you don't have nearly as many advanced signs as the major leagues, so
Pitch swung on, fouled, staying alive.
why don't you just stick with what you're originally doing with the normal 1-2-3s, doing mixing them up a little bit when a guy's on second base. I don't know.
0-2 count with 1 out. Pitch swung on for strike 3. 2 outs. Andriaco still on second.
Great job by Foster. Back-to-back strikeouts following Brady Andriaco's double. Allowing himself to settle into this one when putting himself in a good position with 2 outs. Ryan Smith heading to the plate.
Picks off the second. One of his better pickoff attempts, so it was pretty close. Andriaco, though, back in time.
Yeah, I know for pitchers, that move tends to be a little bit more natural as you're heading towards your glove side, but it can be a little bit more wild, causing yourself to fly open.
Now it misses outside.
As we saw earlier, I can't remember if it was Foster or if it was Daniels who threw it away, but he did that same move, arm trailed behind and sent it into the outfield.
That one swung on, 1-1.
It's mostly suggested, at least I know Elder suggested it, was the inside move where instead of turning towards your glove side, you turn towards your arm side. Not as much momentum to carry you off balance.
That one swung on, missed for strike 2, 0-2. Ryan Smith 1 for 3 on the day.
Smith needs to shorten up here. He's swinging out of his shoes too much. Try to put that 2-strike approach in motion here.
That one got him on the outside corner, rang him up. And Ryan Smith not happy.
ABS will not go into his favor as it is non-existent here.
So, we'll take a quick break And it's do or die now for CHCA as we head to the top of the 7th. The conclusion, we'll see. Welcome back here to the top of the 7th. And it's going to be could be the deciding factor. CHCA needs 5 to keep playing.
You should knock on that table as you saw earlier. Exactly.
Strike 101. Not sure if you heard it over the mic, but I definitely knocked.
Knocked he did.
0-1. Pitch swung on, fouled, 0-2.
Be huge for when he gets a strikeout here. Relinquish any momentum built up.
The 0-2 pitch. Beautiful breaking ball, but missed just high.
It's a good spot.
The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled.
Wonder if we'll see a breaking ball in the dirt here. Try to get him to chase after that foul ball.
Yeah,
Jam shot, maybe outside.
you can definitely afford it. 1-2. And he threw it as hard as he could
Yeah,
inside. That was a grunter.
glove pop we heard.
Weren't you wrong? 2-2 count, no outs. Nobody on. The pitch. Breaking ball.
Seemed like that was a foul ball.
Yeah, it seemed like it was off his foot. But still, makes the play, and if it works in favor of the Panthers. So 2 outs away from victory.
I was waiting for Blue to step out and call that a foul ball. Looks like he's going to go ahead and talk to his assistant there as coach for CHCA will ask for an appeal.
Yeah, if you're the first base umpire, if you saw it, I mean, I think I'm going to call off your other umpire and say, hey, no, foul. And now they appeal it and win it. That's a foul.
Now, usually, I know from my experience, I don't really see umpires overturn their assistants. And Coach Thompson seems like he is not happy about that call. We need John Boy to read his lips.
I think he's kind of arguing the kind of same thing we were arguing up here in the press box is if it was a foul ball, why didn't the first baseman call that foul immediately?
Yeah, I completely understand where Coach Thompson is coming from here because that really isn't the first base umpire's call to make, despite for it to be a foul ball or not. I don't know. I don't know where I really stand on this situation.
Yeah.
I could see both sides of the argument here.
We'll see. 2-2. No outs. Nobody on. The pitch. Swung on and fouled.
Might head to the street there.
2-2 count. Misses inside. Full.
How a foul ball can affect.
Maybe I'm hearing something, but I think the CHC dugout is
I can't tell if
screaming.
it's CHCA or not. I'm sure it is.
Yeah, I think it is. The full.
Oh,
And the dirt. Ball 4. So the overruled ground out leads to a walk.
Wynn needs to regroup here before things get out of hand.
Batting for the Eagles, number 10, Gail Fisher.
That'll miss 1-0. And check swing, but it won't matter.
Great pitch
Called
there.
strike.
Yep, catches that inside corner with the off speed. Seems like he's having trouble controlling the fastball. I wonder if he just goes right back to that off speed, tries to force a ground ball for the double play.
1-1. That one right down Broadway. 1-2. Now on a miss outside. 2-2. That one's in the dirt. It's full count once again.
Wynn needs to settle down here. If he walks him, I can expect Coach Rob Thompson to take a step out and have a word with this pitcher.
That one's in the dirt. Ball 4.
Looks like Paxton Oni will come in.
And CHCA trying to make this finish a little bit interesting. 5 is the needed number to continue this game on. Just a quick little team visit.
Looks like Woolen Weber's going to be warming up in the pen as Coach Rob Thompson is going to step out and have a word with this pitcher. Either to buy time or really just truly regroup.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. We'll be right back as we take a break. We are back here in the top of the 7th. CHCA putting up a fight. 2 straight walks from Matthew Wynn.
As you saw from the previous camera angle, Dylan Woolen Weber's warming up in the pen.
Breaking ball. Got it. Found the corner. 0-1. Umpire added some suspense to that one.
Yeah, that one definitely fell off the table. Ton of movement.
0-1.
Ooh.
Beautiful breaking ball, but just missed high. Had a lot of movement on it, I should say.
Well, let's just say it was definitely unhittable.
Had a lot of movement. 1-1. That one will find the zone. 1-2. That one fouled. Stays alive. 1-2.
This would be huge for Wynn to get a double play here. Get yourself out of that mental jam.
Pitch right back up the middle. 6. Got him. Double play. Beautiful.
Jack Rosenacker coming in to save the day with the double play. What did I say? Double play.
And the Panthers 1 out away. Runner on third. Panthers still looking for their first win of the year. Now one will find the zone. 0-1.
Now he's got his rhythm. Just hold on to it. And he'll finish out this one without letting up any runs. But that double play, man, is huge.
Swings momentum back to the Panthers. 0-1. Swung on to center. Can he get to it? No. The diving play unsuccessful. 1 run will score. It'll be a stand-up double. Would have been an epic end to the day. Ryan Smith unable to make the catch.
Yeah, that would have been a good conclusion to the highlight reel, but still a job to be done. 1 out away.
Mason Herring.
Oh, count, 2 outs. Pitch swung on, straight up in the air, and that'll do it. Ryan Smith ends it in center, and the Elder Panthers get their first victory of the season. 7-3 your final from Jack Adams Stadium here at the Panther Athletic Complex. What an outing for the Panthers. They dominated all the way through and stopped the late game surge from CHCA, and a great finish.
Yeah, other than those 2 walks in that last inning, Elder played great. Their offense, a harping moment for them, was not letting guys on scoring position stay on those base paths, able to score those guys into scoring position, because that's how they lost that Centerville game. That's how they struggled in the scrimmages. Well, they didn't do that today. That's how they ended up winning. They just put 7 runs on the board because they did their jobs, played Elder baseball, got those nice singles up the middle early on to get the ball rolling. And then from there on, they just carried the momentum throughout the game. A little bit of mishaps for pitching, an error in the outfield with Ryan Smith that allowed those 2 runs to score in the 6th. But Jack Rosenacker with that double play saved Elder from really getting in a jam there. A little bit of a scare for Matthew Wynn as Dylan Wollenweber was coming in for that final inning, or was about to, I should say, warming up in that bullpen, but avoided the scare. And overall, great day for the Elder Panthers, but you can't hold your heads high because tomorrow you got the first GCL action of the year playing the St. Xavier Bombers. St. X and Moeller are both ranked, I believe, top 25 in Ohio. So those 2 teams are very good, but facing one of them, and that's the Bombers tomorrow. And so it's going to be a very good competition. There's going to be a lot of talent displayed both on the Panther side of things and the Bomber side of things. I know I'm going to be going out there shooting highlights, so I'll try to post that for everybody wanting to watch. But other than that, that's all for me.
Just one more thing. Great game from Jack Rosenacker. He went 3 for 4 today. Lots of skill sack flies today that scored some runs. Wonderful bottom of the 3rd inning, scoring 4. And once they seized that lead, they never gave it back. Panthers 7-3 final here from the Panther Athletic Complex. Thank you for joining us here on Fox 19.3 and AH Sports. Have a good night. I've been Troy Parker alongside Eric Mason.
Just real quick to the point. Yeah, nothing crazy.
Ooh. Woohoo! Woohoo! Yeah! Welcome back, Panther fans. This game has concluded, and our Panthers came out on top 7-3. CHCA started to score a little bit near the end of the base game, started to get a little bit more runs, and started to figure out their game a little bit as the game went on in those last few innings. As a little update for the other games, JV is winning 13-1 against CHCA, and the freshman game is winning 16-15 against Sycamore. Pretty close game there. Hopefully our Panthers can sweep for this day's set of baseball games. Overall, the Panthers did great on the pitching, the fielding, and the batting. And coming into this game, we were kind of worried about how this pitching was going to be against this CHCA pitcher because the game before with 13 strikeouts and they won 19-0, it's a little bit intimidating, but they did phenomenal this game, and it turned out really well. But tomorrow, our Panthers have to play against St. X at 5 o'clock at the Bombers Stadium. So the Panthers need to keep this energy going, keep on playing how they are, and maybe they'll be able to come out on top against the Bombers. Last year, they also started out the season 1-1, but they dropped out a lot of games, and they also lost a lot of GCL games, and they ended up last in the GCL too. And also, they went in the series, they went 1-3 against St. X. So hopefully they can turn things around this year and potentially win the game tomorrow if they keep up what they were doing today. Well, that's all I have for this in today's game. I'm Kyle Mason, and thank you for watching. Go Panthers.